This is an absolutely magnificent time period. It's a time period that we've studied for years, and it's actually happening right now. In the Schumann resonance, we see a plasma burst, and we've been waiting for this. We're seeing it actually unfold in front of us. I have so much information to share with all of you. It's all connecting at this very moment right now. It's going to be a hot summer. Oh, yeah. So if you haven't done so already, please smash the like button. It's going to help others find this very important message. And we have a lot to break down today. So we're going to be talking about this Schumann resonance galactic burst that we see. We're going to be talking about the galactic center, the solar flash, what actually happened in the Schumann resonance, ascension symptoms. We're going to be talking about crop circles. They're back. We're going to be talking about plasma and what it means. Many people have questions. Why are awakened people having these symptoms and some people are numb and not feeling these symptoms? What's actually going on? We are going to break down every single one of these topics today. It's all convergence. It's a great convergence that's happening right now. It's a very powerful time period. It's a very important time period. So if you're watching on the replay, I'm just going to give everyone a few minutes to get on before we break down all of these very important topics. And they are important because awareness is the precursor to change. And some of these things you might have never been aware of. You didn't know how to manage these energies. You were not conscious or aware of these energies. But through awareness, we can now change the way we live our everyday life. It's the name of the channel. It's a true story. It's the name of the channel. The way we live our everyday life, it's changing dramatically. This reality is about to change and it will never be the same again. It's a true story. So when we have the awareness, that's why this message is going to be so important, because this energy is becoming the norm. And we're now going to see the connection to this plasma burst, the plasma energy. What does plasma energy actually mean? And what's its relationship to consciousness? And when we connect all these dots, we have the tangible evidence in the Schumann resonance. Look at the quality of that spike. It's pure white. It's a 3-hour period of activity, this plasma burst. I'm actually waiting for when we levitate. Hopefully soon. But just like bees actually levitate, if you're new to the channel, bees actually don't fly. They levitate. They hit a frequency and they start buzzing around. They start levitating. But yeah, there's just so much that, we weren't aware of. You might have stumbled across this message. You might have been studying the Great Solar Flash. You might have learned what was going on during the event from Dolores Cannon, the waves of volunteers. You might have disconnected from the fake science textbooks years ago, and you tuned into Nikola Tesla. And Tesla said, if you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And we're all on a new frequency right now. And the Schumann resonance frequency, it's showing us that this change is actually happening. It's changing us. It's our evolutionary journey. We're actually going to have the fundamentals of how we, time after time, I talk about how this is our evolutionary journey. We're alive, and at this moment in time, we don't have to wait hundreds of years. We are going to evolve during this lifetime, during this incarnation. It's a tremendous time period, And once again, I I actually felt the burst yesterday, And for those that are new to this, sometimes you hear about these light codes. You say, oh, it's going to feel like so, what do they call it? Unicorn and rainbowish. It's going to feel like pixie dust, and I'm going to have my superhero powers right away. But actually, when we get these plasma bursts, when we get these influxes of electromagnetic frequency, it actually is not. It's not so pleasant. I was not happy yesterday. I was not happy. No. And that's why when we share about ascension symptoms during this time, we know how to manage it, right? So I hope we're all gather around, light warriors. So please smash the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Click the bell next to subscribe and select all, and you will get all of these updates because there's so much. I told you it's becoming the norm. If you've been tracking the Schumann resonance, especially since December of 2019, you could clearly see that this is the norm, and it just keeps amping up. So there's going to be a lot of updates coming. It's coming in hot. So let's get the show on the road now. It's a very important time period. We had a galactic burst and a major plasma, pure white. Look at that Schumann resonance chart. We have a 3-hour period of pure white. Look at the quality. It's called quality on the Schumann resonance. So what actually happened? We had a deep and sudden sinking of the frequency, and then led to a blast, a strong period of activity that lasted for 3 hours. So this was not one of those, you see a real sharp spike every once in a while and it peaks for like 20 to 30 minutes. We recently, about approximately a month ago, we went through the longest period, right? This was 3 hours, but to have this high intensity for 3 hours, right? It's the length of time. It really changes us. The minimum value was power 60 and the maximum value reached power 80. The quality of the spike for 3 hours. So each and every one of us were blasted, not just for a little bit, you turn it on, right? Turn on the blast, turn it on. For 3 hours, we were bathed in this plasma burst. So expect major changes in your reality. Your consciousness is expanding. You say, how is the consciousness expanding? The Schumann resonance is connected to human brain waves. So every time we have these major bursts, you could expect your personal consciousness to expand. And we are going to get into detail, very deep. We're going real deep today. Oh, yeah. Yesterday, the ascension symptoms that I was experiencing was not pleasant. And maybe you were experiencing the same. I was very irritable and my entire body was hurting me. And I really felt like I could not be around anyone. Once again, I spent the time riding my bike. I went to the beach and, I was like, yeah, maybe I should reach out and maybe get together. And I just felt like I needed to sit by myself up close to the water. I made sure I went in the salt ocean yesterday, cleansed my aura. These are the things that we can do to manage these symptoms, these energies. Due to subconscious programs, they tell you, oh, take a pill, right? Take a pill. But a pill is not going to serve you. Every once in a while, maybe you might need some help. But when we manage our symptoms, when you feel lousy, when you feel tired and irritable, grounding to the planet, allowing the negative ions, this energy course through you, you got to release it. You got to ground yourself into nature, and it's going to really help you out. But I was really, irritable, and I had to take the time to be alone and just sit with the energy, played a little music, sat by the water, dunked myself in the water, cleansed my energy field. Oh yeah, cleanse your energy field in the ocean. if you can. If you have a natural body of water by you, I know not everyone lives by the water. Try to find a place when it's hot out. Even if you just put your feet in, it's really beneficial to the way that you feel during this time. This is a powerful energy that you cannot comprehend. I want you to focus on that. This is a powerful energy that you cannot comprehend. And I encourage you, if you're live in the chat or if you're watching on the replay, please leave a comment. Do you feel, and this has been going on for months now, that you need to spend time alone to process this energy? This energy is so powerful, you cannot you lived your life, right? We're all different in our journey. You might be in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 90s, right? And now you're experiencing energy that's so powerful, you can't begin to comprehend as a human 3D being. Your higher self probably comprehends it, but those that are familiar with the amnesia that we go through when we reincarnate into this reality, we all came in and we can't even comprehend. During the course of our life, you might have felt a certain way and you're just like, what's going on right now? And please share that. I'm reading the chat. I see a lot of people are also feeling this urge to just sit alone because you have to process. You have to process this energy. It's consciousness. We're going to get to that today. If you're learning something new, please smash the like button. Obliterate the like button. It's going to help others find this message. I'm very grateful for all the support for our channel. So you can't even comprehend this energy when it comes in. And last night, I couldn't sleep. Maybe you felt this as well. It's time to go to bed. Usually, I fall asleep, I know. 10 o'clock rolls around, I get ready for bed. I tossed and turned for 2 hours, watching things, trying to get myself. I could not fall asleep for 2 hours. And then I wake up early, an hour early, right? So I didn't really get much sleep last night, but I'm wired. I'm flying, which is actually better than what I've been. I've been very tired and exhausted. So those that are on the journey, you're going through these purges. You can see these ups and downs, and you could see this volatility across the board. It manifests in the 3D realm. What are the charts that you're following that are so volatile? Isn't everything volatile? It's up and down. We spoke about Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh. He used to sing about up and down, and he actually was singing about the ascension process. Winnie the Pooh. It's up and down. So, where as per maybe the past week, you might have been real tired. You were resting. I was getting to the it's a great time. Right? I was, when I was going to the beach, I was just barely getting there. I was falling asleep in the sunlight. I would take a little snooze. I needed the rest. Yesterday when I went there, I was just like stirring. So you might feel this change. We kind of want to, we kind of go real low and then we kind of go real high. We kind of try to want to balance ourselves out. But remember, nothing can stop this. The solar flash, the energy that's coming in from our sun and our galactic center. You might be new to the solar flash. The galactic center. Some of you are familiar with the supermassive black hole in the center of the galaxy. They use that in 3D terms, right? The supermassive black hole in the center of the galaxy. But our central sun, there's our central sun, and then there's the sun that we see up in the sky. Nothing can stop this. And that's where we get these galactic bursts. It's a galactic burst. We see it in the Schumann resonance. So there's a lot of plasma energy that's coming in. And we're going to actually be discussing plasma energy today. Some of you are familiar with crop circles. They kind of gone away for a while. They're back. Oh, yeah. The crop circles are back. And it's a mystifying anomaly, if you will. 2 crop circles in June. We haven't had a lot of crop circles, but now we're experiencing them again. And plasma energies that people have actually filmed balls of light. It looks like orbs. And, you could see how in the crop circles, people have gone in with meters, and the electromagnetic energy is so much higher in the crop circle than out of the crop circle. And plasma bursts actually cause these crop circles. It's back now. All of a sudden, we're seeing all this. We're seeing all of this activity in the Schumann. We know the plasma energy is coming from the galactic center. Crop circles actually have been very rare, right? But now we're seeing them happen again. Crop circles. You love crop circles, right? Strong Self 37. We'll be discussing them tonight and a lot more. So what is the importance of plasma energy? People also been asking, how are we getting the upgrades? And some we're feeling ascension symptoms, and some people are totally numb. They're not feeling it, right? You might be having anxiety. You might be having these symptoms, and then you have people that just, they're just zoned out. They watch the TV. They go to work. That's it. Plasma responds directly to consciousness in every living system. Plasma responds directly to consciousness. So as we continue to expand our that's what the event is. What is the event? The expansion of human consciousness. That's why we track the Schumann resonance. It's all about consciousness. There's nothing to fear. There is no fear in the 5th dimension. True story. Every living system is looking for more energy than it can use. Are you feeling that right now? This is going to help you understand and overstand what you're actually experiencing in the now moment. Every living system is looking for more energy than it can use. This helps it reorganize all of its frequencies into a higher functional state. That's why for over 3 years, I said that this is our evolutionary journey. Your DNAs are receptors. They're energy amplifiers. They're coiled like the Tesla coil. Some people might mock and shame the solar flash. They say, oh, that's just a bunch of spiritual stuff. It cannot be. So I want everyone to focus that every living system is looking for more energy than it can use in order to reorganize all of its frequencies into a higher functional state, a higher functional state. We're evolving, right? You could see how you're evolving. Some people don't evolve, and that's okay. Free will is the law of the universe. Some people, they might be using this end times period. We're in the end times. Did you know that? The world is ending, but it's okay. A new world is taking its place at this time. Oh, yeah. New world is coming. The Carrington event. Yeah, we discussed that, Melissa. Important information on this channel. Please keep smashing the like button. I really appreciate all the support for our channel. We need to anchor in these energies. Lions Mane, thank you so much. I appreciate Maine. As we expand, we move out of what doesn't work and make room for the new, for expansion, for growth, for the new earth. I've been waiting eons. Yeah, we've been waiting eons, Lions Mane. You must be a part of the Lion house, the House of M. It's good to see you. I love you. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Appreciate that. So we want to take in this energy And we want to use it to evolve into a higher functional state. We're functioning at a higher level now. We're evolving. And we're getting these energies from God. It's the solar flash. It's God. You could see out there in TV land, there's a lot of mocking and shaming of God. But in the end, God wins. And nothing can stop the great solar flash. So this plasma energy, it directly responds to consciousness. If you are conscious, if you're broadcasting an electromagnetic signature into the quantum field, you're welcoming the energies of God, and God is sending you what you need. God always sends you what you need. You need to evolve at this time. The frequency of the world is rising, and you have to raise your frequency to survive in this world right now. The lower densities are falling off. That's why we're going through so many ascension symptoms, right? Remember last week we had the urge to purge? That was an important message. You should go back and check that out. The ascension journey, spiritual awakening, is not all unicorns and rainbows. There's a lot of work that's involved. I know a lot of you, listen, I'm going through it myself. You might be curled up in the fetal position. You might be feeling like you're having heart palpitations, right? 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 And we're different. We could be on different sides of the country. We could be on different continents, right? And we're all feeling the same energy at this time. So, we need sunlight, water, and air to really embrace. We need to embrace how we're going to increase to a higher functional state. Wolf Mother, thank you so much. Sending love, peace, and many blessings to everyone here. I love you, Wolf Mother. I am very grateful for the support, and I will continue to just keep going. Love you. Sunlight, water, and air. Air has been manipulated a lot. It's something it's actually one of the it's making a lot of poisons in the air, a lot of aluminum, barium, strontium sprayed into the air, and it's kind of suppressing our journey, our awakening. Yeah. So sunlight, we do the best. All we can do is do the best we can. We never realize God has been singing love songs. The people have been tuned into static. Sprayed chemicals in the air. We have to ask the question, where do these chemicals go? Do they go into the drinking water? Or are they also blocking out the sun? Some of the rays of the sun being reflected back. Got to ask the question. Are we breathing it in? Does it develop in the body? Got to ask the question. So there's things we need to do to manage these energies. Again, nothing's going to stop it. That's why God is going to keep turning up the energy. More energy is going to come. More energy is going to come. More energy is going to come. They can't stop it. It's not about the inorganic matrix anymore. It's about God. It's about love and light. Love and light, baby. Oh, yeah. Is it about love? I got to ask Little Cap. I want to see Little Cap. Little Cap's back. Yeah. Is it about love and light, Little Cap? Yeah. Yeah, it's the solar flash. Yeah. Are the energies going to activate us? Yeah. Little Cap's back. All the superheroes are here, Light Warriors. Yeah. You got to remember electromagnetism, right? Like the great Magneto. Electromagnetism is the force that we all have to be focused on, like a laser beam at this time. Fucking groovin'. Thank you so much. Order of Teflon Knights. I appreciate that. I love you, brother. Thank you. We have to realize that these plasma bursts, right? When we look at the Schumann resonance, oh, this is how I'm feeling. We share, we collaborate. We realize this is what's going on. So, I appreciate all of you that shared this message. And this is a very important time period. It's Monday night later. And if it calls you, everyone on Patreon, if you'd like to join our Patreon, we're going to hold a live Zoom meeting tonight. We're going to be discussing all of this in detail. I'm going to be showing you some of the crop circles. I would like to break down the crop circles together. Maybe some of you have some insight on these crop circles. We're going to learn how to manage these energies. We're going to talk about a lot of different things. There were some questions. We're going to break them down into a fine powder. Oh, yeah. Oh, look, they creep and crawl. They creep and crawl. Actually drive a fuel-efficient vehicle. Thanks for the input. A lot of worthless trash will come across your journey. They don't know about your journey. You might have said no to the mark of the beast. You might be in alignment with God, the Holy Spirit. You might have left your matrix job. You might have taken a pay cut to work for God. You didn't bow down. You rose up. And this is the 5D earth now. Oh, yes, the 5D earth. Where people work for people. We don't work for systems. We don't bow down to false idols. And you better believe it. When you activate with the lion, you will never, empaths, or my empaths here, you will never bow down to narcissistic trash. Don't forget it. You have to put on the full armor of God. People are going to mock and shame at this time period. You have to put on the full armor of God. You're sealed in the forehead at this time. Right, Lion's Mane? Never give up. Never give in. Just keep going. Ben, thank you. Ben, thank you so much for that. I appreciate you, Ben. It's my honor. Thank you, Ben. I love you. You see, when they antagonize it, it actually causes more positivity. That's why you have to keep your feet planted firmly. And you have to keep moving forward with the inexhaustible. You have a vision. Like I had a vision. I was learning all these things. I learned about the Schumann resonance. I shared about the Schumann. I did my very first video, right? It was like 5 minutes, right? I taught about the Schumann resonance, right? Maybe it wasn't so popular at the time, but look at what's happening right now. I told you this is the future, and future proves past. And every person wants to have tangible evidence of the solar flash. They say, how is the rapture real? How is all of these changes happening? How are we evolving? And I need to have some evidence. Why am I feeling this way? We could reflect on the Schumann resonance. It's true. We could reflect on the Schumann resonance. Jana, thank you so much. I love you, Jana. Franny Lee, 1206. Thank you. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Franny Lee. Love you. Gonna keep going. Gonna keep going. And if you guys, if you have joined our Patreon, we're gonna have a live Zoom meeting tonight. And we're going to break down the crop circles and much more. There were some important questions that need to be addressed. We're going to kind of go all over the place tonight. You know, it's probably going to be broken down into 4 quadrants tonight. We're going to have four major topics that we're going to break down in our Zoom. Yeah, it's going to be a tremendous episode. Tremendous. So we have to realize that. We could see a lot of this energy manifests as thermal energy. It was white hot yesterday, right? White hot. Did you feel, right? Like were you maybe sweating? You were outside, right? And, even by here, it was 85 yesterday. Maybe you felt like it was even hotter. This has been a characteristic lately that your perception of the temperature, it feels hotter than what the actual temperature says. I was pouring out yesterday. Yeah, it's true. You feel it, Puddle of Souls? Hot in California. 107 in Texas, Ronnie. Woo! It's blazing. It's blazing hot. It's blazing hot right now. So yeah, this is a biblical time period. It's the solar flash. Some people spoke about the rapture. It's the difference of frequencies, and it's all connected. If you happen to stumble across this message, if you're new to the channel, please check out the channel page. You can learn how to improve your everyday life experience. You will learn how to manage these ascension symptoms. And we share the messages of positivity to improve the quality of our lives right now. A lot of people, you know, and that's why on our Patreon, we call it the 8 Dimensions of Wellness community. I've shared about the 8 dimensions of wellness. When you go through these shifts, not everyone is exactly the same. You might experience maybe a issue in one dimension of wellness. Could be your actual health, right? Could be finances. Could be your spiritual health, your mental health, your physical health. Could be relationships, all different things. And you might look at your friends and say, oh, they're doing well. But that's because maybe where they're struggling is in a different one of the 8 dimensions of wellness. So we have to become aware that everyone is going through something at this time. It just might not be exactly what you're experiencing. So, and again, we had a massive, and we could see how powerful this was. So we had a deep and sudden sinking of the frequency that led to a blast, a strong period of activity that lasted for 3 hours. And it held the power 60 minimum and maxed out at power 80 with maximum quality. Look at that white, solid white for 3 hours. So if you felt the energy, and a lot, if you're just tuning in, many people have shared in the chat, you might have felt it. This is the reason why. Your DNAs are receptors, energy amplifiers like the Tesla coil. So learn about these energies, learn about the symptoms that we're collaborating together. Please share this message on all platforms. And, you know, we're in for a lot of change. We're in for a lot of change. And that's why a long time ago, I shared about the preparation to accept, right? These energies hit us. It might be overwhelming. We have to settle down and we have to feel our way through this time period. We're aware now. Awareness is the precursor to change. Maybe we started to eat foods that we didn't in the past. Now new foods resonate. We're making sure we are consuming quality water. And there's all different levels to this. Maybe you were drinking soda or diet soda or chemicals, and now you're saying no. There's all different levels. There's levels and layers to this. There's no right or wrong. There's no, oh, I'm behind. Like people have wrote, is it too late to wake up? It's never too late. It's divine timing. It's your life. It's the name of the channel, Our Everyday Lives. So smash the like button. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed and click the bell. Select all. You'll get all the updates. And I'm grateful for all of you that support by sharing, sharing, and sharing. This will be authentic and this will go through the people. So we're getting the message because each and every one of you are sharing this video link. So I love you all, and I'll see you guys tonight on Patreon. I will post the link in a little while, and we'll all get on together, and we're going to have a tremendous time together tonight. It's a lot of fun, and I look forward to this. I look forward to being with all of you. We have a good time, right? We all have a good laugh, right? Yeah, it's a good time. But, you know, we all have to have a good time, and we have to laugh right now. That raises our vibration at this time. So please leave comments on this video. If you're watching live, when I get off, maybe X out of the video, come back in so you could leave a comment on the video and share what you're feeling. It helps others find comfort at this time. Oh, yeah. So I love you all. I will see you all soon. I'll see you tonight. Links are in the description. And never give up. Never give in. Just keep going. Focus on those words. I know it's a hard time, but you're going to make it. You're going to be just fine, kid. I love you. Bye for now.